The sea is not merciful. With its massive waves and stormy clouds, it is difficult to see the light. The darkness is vast and boundless, yet amidst all this chaos is a ship. In fact, a big ship. But what is it compared to an infinite ocean around it? It is a speck in a vast unsearchable abyss. Who can survive this? Is there even hope? You may ask where this idea to capture a sea edge ship come from. Simple. After I finished my previous video, I could not decide on what I should do. So I knew that I should take a break. I threw a playlist on and began relaxing. But suddenly a song came on. It reminded me of life out at sea and the difficulties that come from it. Realizing that it is something I want to portray, I began searching for references and inspiration, for something that can bring this idea forward. Coming up with ideas is no easy feat, so whenever you get one that you really like, you should value it accordingly. Oh, how rare a good idea is. I was able to find a lot of reference images that fit the theme, but now there is a need to develop a good composition. Planning is central to my artistic process because I need to have a visual idea of how my piece will turn out before I fully commit to an idea that doesn't work. That applies not only to composition but also to colors. Additionally, you might need to make some changes along the way, but that is just how things work. You need to be able to adapt.
Okay, so I feel like the colors that I chose for like this specific composition are not the best. That's why I like the ship itself and the red sails. That's a very nice accent. But for the actual sky and sea, I'm probably gonna use like deeper blue tones and probably more muted, just to show like the situation to portray the storm better.
As I move into painting, I would like to point out that I haven't painted in some time, and this is my first attempt in the past few months, so there is really no way to tell how this goes. Everything could be great, or I could make a fatal mistake that ruins the whole piece. Oh well, we'll just have to see. Also, let me point out that this pencil has been the bane of my existence. Before I even got to using it, it had to be sharpened like 8 times. And then it turned out to be too dark to even use. It left marks on the paper that were there even after I tried erasing it. So I switched to a lighter 5H pencil, and from there it went smoother and I was able to finally get some work in. Now I'm moving on to painting the sea, with which there also has been a lot of difficulty. The first pass on the waves looks very bad. I have to remind myself here to trust the process because I'm just laying the foundation for what is to come. Now the second pass will fix this problem of brightness and will add texture both to the highlights and shadows, as well as to the details.
Guys, we might have a problem. It's currently 10:45 p.m. and I need to be up tomorrow at 6:30 a.m. to go on a road trip. But the painting is still not finished. And I really need to get it done by then so I can edit on the trip itself on as we're driving. So, I don't know. I'm considering to pull like a late night session, but then it's gonna be a long day tomorrow. So let's hope I finish it quickly.
Whenever I happen to be in a time constraint, it seems to cause problems. I rush through important parts and sometimes even forget the whole purpose of the art piece. The problem with forgetting the purpose is that if it happens, the decisions that I make may not match the end goal or even go against the complete. And that causes even more problems further on.
Beginning to turn out kind of nice. Well, decent. I'm just gonna try to like add the final details on the boat and add some like light rays, light streaks, so there's like a sign of hope in the midst of chaos. And this is probably the best I'm gonna be able to do for this painting. No. This might be bad. No, please don't tell me that I ruined it with this. This is what happened. I tried to add light beams and I think I ruined it. Like, the red is barely showing through and the light beams are taking up the whole thing. I guess maybe staying up was not worth it.
As morning dawned, I looked upon my creation with new eyes. The light rays no longer seemed like a mistake, but more like a happy accident. Even if it doesn't look as good as I intended it to be, I was still able to learn from making this piece. I learned how to paint waves, and it was also the first time I painted a ship. It reminded me that I am still flawed and that there is room for growth. But most importantly, I was able to enjoy the creation process once more, and for that, I'm thankful. Oh, and yeah, I guess you can capture chaos with a brush.